Welcome to my new channel. First, I just want to state the purpose of this channel. The purpose of this channel is I've had a lot of requests and a lot of people have asked me, how do you start a Minecraft bucket server step by step? So that is the intent of this channel. What I plan to do is create some tutorials that will guide you and get you up and running with your own Minecraft bucket server. This first tutorial is going to be the download and installation of Bukkit and what you need to do to get it running on your machine. So we're going to jump right into it here, and first thing you need to do is close crap windows. The second thing you need to do is you need to go to craftbukkit.org. This site is the website for the Bukkit project. From here you need to go to where it says Get Craftbukkit. There's also a link over here, and you always want to get the latest recommended build. A recommended build is a build that Bukkit recommends you getting because it is the latest version of their software that has the most recent fixes, the most recent features. So you can either click here or you can go to Get Craftbukkit. So let's go ahead and get it from here. Looks like we're at 1.2.5 revision 4.0. Download Craftbukkit recommended build. Go ahead and click on that. When it says save the file, go ahead and save the file. And we're going to wait for it to get done. While we're waiting for that to get done, we can go ahead and close this. Go to Get Craftbukkit. This page here will give you more or less pretty much the instructions that I'm giving you. So once this is downloaded, what you want to do is go to wherever your computer saves when you download a file. For me, it's obviously downloads. Craftbukkit 1.2.5 revision 4. What you want to do is you want to take this and you want to put it in its own folder. So we're going to place this on my desktop somewhere. There we go. And we're going to name this Craftbukkit. So once you have your new folder, go ahead and paste in the jar that you downloaded from bukkit.org. The next step that you want to do is create a new text file. You can use whichever text editing software that you like, as long as you save it as .text. So you can name this pretty much whatever you want to. Generally it's something like startup or start server or something like that. So once you have this, open your file up. Now, depending on your operating system will depend on which one of these is going to work best for you. On this page, remember we went from bukkit.org and then we went to Craftbukkit, or Get Craftbukkit. And then depending on your operating system, what version of Java you're running, etc., etc., it will depend which one of these you want to use. There is a catch-all that will pretty much work on pretty much anything. So let's go ahead and use that one. Then you want to copy that and you want to paste it into here. Now, one thing to remember is this, where it says craftbukkit.jar, that has to match exactly what that is. Right now that's not craftbukkit.jar, that's craftbukkit 1.2.5, etc. So let's go ahead and rename this to simply craftbukkit.jar. So now it is craftbukkit.jar. Let's go back. Whoops. And this should work. So go to save as, all files, save it as startup.bat. And what a .bat file is on Windows is a batch file. Oops. Let's try this again. So go to File, Save As, save it as all files, and you can go ahead and close that. You see how it's got the little symbol here. Instead of a text file, it's a batch file, Windows batch file. And that should do it. So let's go ahead and click on the startup. And you see here that it's what's happening here is that it's generating all the folders and all the files that you need to actually run your server. If you get to this point where it says preparing spawn area, then you know that you've installed and set up your batch file properly. And I will be linking in the description of this video the websites where I downloaded and got the information for batch file. So done. 37.146 seconds. What this is a warning, but don't panic. Basically what this means is I'm running it with not a whole lot of RAM because I'm running it locally on my own system, and I don't have a whole lot of RAM to spare. So now that at this point you see it's generated all of the files that you would normally see in a Bukkit server, and we'll go into those in later videos, but for now we're going to go ahead and close that. As long as you see this, you know your server is running. And let's go ahead and open up Minecraft eventually. And pay no attention to the fact that I'm using Notice at this time. Use Notice to basically to catch Notice users on my own personal servers. So you see here localhost. So rather than have my actual IP there, if it's running on your own server, you can just have localhost. So join server. We can go ahead and okay. This server is running on my home computer. This is my new Bukkit server. I have full access to the files. I have full access to the console, which makes this my server. So right now, however, if you'll notice, I misspelled YouTube. I'm merely a player. I can't really do a whole lot of anything. There are 0 plugins. I can't build at spawn, which is a feature of Bukkit. You cannot build directly on top of spawn. So let's run over here, and I have my first piece of dirt, and you hear the cows in the background. So just to prove that we're in, what you want to do is you want to go to your console and type OP in your name, and down here you see it says you're now OP. So let's see if I can remember my Bukkit commands. Game mode DJ lost 12 1. And now I'm in creative mode. And so that's basically it. Now we have a fresh map, a fresh Bukkit server, and we are OP on it, and we have access to all the files. This effectively makes us the owner of the server and the OP or operator of the server. In the next video, we're going to talk about plugins, which are basically added. They add functionality and features to the default Bukkit server. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, which I'm honestly fixing to start on right now, I think.